Now, in talking about elements and compounds, we're going to talk for a minute about bonding. So bonding with elements can be joined together to form molecules. Individual elements and molecules are held together by bonds between the electrons in the atoms. If one atom donates an electron to the other atom, an ionic bond results. Two ions coming together sharing electrons. Because one atom has lost electrons and the other has gained them, the atoms involved in the ionic bond are ions and carry a positive or a negative charge. So, for example, we go back to the salt, where we have the sodium ion plus the chloride ion, and we bring them together, and they share those electrons and become neutral. And here's an illustration of what that looks like. So, sodium is here, and chloride is here, and they end up sharing. This has one, gives one away, and this then takes on the extra negative. When they're bonded together, they neutralize their charges. But when they break apart, the sodium gives up one electron over to the chloride. If electrons are shared by atoms involved in the bond, it causes a covalent bond. Sometimes unequal because one atom takes more than the other. They don't share equally sometimes. So a covalent bond, or what's known as a polar covalent bond, results in a weak charge on the element. If electrons are shared by atoms involved in the bond, the covalent bond, the polar covalent bond are definitely more polar with a slight charge than a regular covalent bond, but less polar than the highly charged ionic bond. And here's some illustrations of covalent bonding, where we have two molecules here, both hydrogen, that share a bond. Or oxygen, it actually creates a double bond. These two move together, and that's what it looks like when you talk about double bonds. Now, a carbon wants to share all of these outside with another molecule. So they all come in and encircle the carbon, the hydrogen come in and encircle the carbon, and it creates methane, which is CH4. So a little summary from your book that explains a little bit in a real concise way about, are electrons shared, is there a charge, and an example of the types of bonds.